I was a chronic overtrainer when I first started because I came from a runner's background. And runners, long distance runners, never take a day off. They just keep trying to run more and more and more. They think more is better. And it to a certain degree it is. I mean, if you run, if you run 10, 15 miles a day, the more you run, the better the more endurance you have. Obviously, you're limited by recovery, and I never really, when you're 20 years old, you don't care about recovery. You don't think that that's important. You just sleep a little bit more. But when I started bodybuilding, I realized that you have to take days off, because I originally started, I was training 7 days a week because I was so excited about putting muscle on, and I didn't want to miss anything. And I came from that runner's mentality of never taking a day off. And I seen the biggest guys in the gym were taking days off. I'm like, where were you yesterday? Oh, it was my off day. I'm like, off day? He's like, yeah, you got to take days off. I'm like, you do? And so when I realized that I started eating more, I was growing more, and then I started taking a day off here and there. It was initially just 1 day a week off. And I responded just to the 1 day. Finally, I figured out what works best for me, because, I was doing those double splits, which was not really double splits. I was doing the 2 body parts per week. So I would train my chest twice a week, my arms twice a week, my shoulders twice a week, because that's what everyone did. It was like a 3-day rotation and then repeat. And then you get 1 day a week off. And my body just doesn't recover from that. So when Dorian came around and said I'm doing 1 body part per week, I'm doing 1 body part per day once a week, that's what I started doing, because I wanted to be like Dorian. And man, wow, did I grow. When I went to 5-day split, 2 days a week off, I would go 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off, and I would train each body part once a day. That's when I found the magic started. And then toward the end, second half of my career, I actually even went to an 8-day split. I've talked about this before, where I trained 6 days out of those 8 days, and I took 2 days off. But like 2 of those days were just like, 1 day was just biceps and forearms, and another day was just triceps. So it was a really short day because I was really trying to prioritize my arms, and it worked. So more rest worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for everyone, but I hit it so hard. I would train so intensely on the days that I did train that I didn't want to train more than once a week. And you know what? I needed the rest, because I didn't need to. Some guys, they don't train hard. So they're like, I can come and train. I could train chest 3 times a week. Well, if you feel like you can train chest 3 times a week, you're doing a crappy workout. And you're just basically doing an endurance workout. You got to damage those muscle cells and then let them recover.